Back here in Green Country, there are 1,500 people experiencing homelessness in Tulsa. That's according to the last count from January. And every year, that number has been growing.
While the city and state governments debate on the best way to handle the growing issue, different studies show anywhere from 50 to 60% of Oklahomans live paycheck to paycheck and are closer to homelessness than they realize.
Fox 23's Devin Lyon joins us live in the newsroom. Devin, you heard from people who used to be homeless but aren't anymore. They told you just how quickly they say becoming homeless can happen to anyone.
That's right, guys. After speaking with a nonprofit organization that works with the homeless, I was set to speak with two individuals who went through exactly that and are now housed. That's where I met over half a dozen other people who wanted to share their stories as well. They told me that everyone is one decision, one paycheck, or even one disaster away from becoming homeless. In this piece, you'll only hear me asking the questions because I felt they could do a better job at telling this story than I can. Did you ever see yourself ending up homeless?
No.
And just one day it ripped the rug out.
I owned my own 10 acres. Had my kids. I had it all. I had the American dream. And then I lost every bit of it. My husband 20 years ago passed away and I lost my property and I fell back into my disease. I had had 5 years of sobriety under my belt.
I had been homeless after my divorce and I had gotten into some trouble and I was looking at 15 years in prison.
Last Tuesday I got my 9-year coin because I've been clean for 9 years. I started drinking and drugs at 8 years old and abused. So when my grandma passed away in 2017 from cancer, I got this ring and I look at it every day to remind my promise to her that I would stay clean.
How long were you on the streets?
3 years, on and off, from 2016 to now, on and off.
How hard was that?
It was pretty hard, not really knowing where you can take a shower or if you're in a safe environment. And it's just scary out there. I faced sex trafficking and was manipulated by a man that I didn't know was doing what he did to me. And it inevitably put me in a situation where DHS took my kids. And then when I got here, I realized there was a lot of people here that were just like me. I was a manager at Quick Trip before everything happened and had to resign from my job because I couldn't be homeless and be a manager at a company like that. So this opportunity has given me the chance that I can have that relationship restored to my kids.
We were in downtown Tulsa at the Tulsa Library for 6 days, no shower, no food. So we were out there for 6 days homeless.
I've been off and on homeless for about 20 years. Randomly, about 8 years of those I've been in a house. But the struggle between mental health and addiction has been overwhelmingly dangerous and deadly. So
You're saying all this with a smile on your face. Why?
Because today I have hope. And 2 years ago I had none. I have 2 adult kids and they're fighting this also, and I have been able to step in here and in 8 months get a job, pay my own rent by myself, and not feel threatened, and been able to heal. It's the first time in 30 years I've worked a legal job. 30 years. And I'm doing this, and it's by God's grace that I'm able to do it.
There's a lot of people who, look at things, like people who are struggling, and be like, that could never happen to me.
Right.
What would you tell them?
Oh, it'll happen. If you make the wrong choice, if you fall back on whatever you did 30 years ago or 40 years ago, and it could happen. It's not just falling on back to alcohol and drugs or gambling. You could end up homeless because you lost your house in a fire or in a tornado.
One wrong decision and it can be you.
I said that too, and you're human also. If I can lose it, so can you. Don't risk it. get help before you do lose it, because this is real help. I've been to a few programs and they just weren't fit for me. Not every program's perfect, but you got to find the one that works for you and has that support system that you need. Do it now before you do lose it, because we're all equal. If I can lose it, so can you.
Now, there were several others I also heard stories from today. I'm working on getting those ready for you for one of the next newscasts, but we have all of those interviews in full so you can hear their complete stories from them today on the Fox 23 YouTube page. We're going to have that linked to this story on fox23.com. Live in the newsroom covering news that matters, Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.
Devin, thanks. This is a look at some of the data to show how close your average Tulsan is to becoming homeless. These numbers range from 2023 to this year. The average annual eviction rate, according to the Tulsa Housing Authority, is 7.7% of people who live in Tulsa. According to the Bureau of Labor, the average paycheck in Tulsa is about $1,000 a week. The average rent is just less than $900 a month.